Okay, I'm excited to introduce our first customer. Bold Apps has been a Rackspace customer a little bit over a year. They're going to tell you about that story. We have three of them representing us today. Jason Myers, who's a co-founder and director of product development. The thing you know about Jason is this ain't his first rodeo. He's built a bunch of companies. Bold Apps is his latest one. Eric Beaujoli is also a co-founder and director of technology. He's a developer. He's the one that writes the code that sits on our managed cloud infrastructure. And finally, Frank Danielson is a sysadmin. Frank works with Rackspace on a day-to-day basis to make sure everything is happening. So with that, I welcome the Bold Apps team.
Here we go back. This is the moment. Tonight is the night. We'll fight till it's over. So we put our hands up like this.
Hey guys, as you said, my name is Jason. We're with Bold Apps, and we're a customer of yours. And we're here to kind of tell you our story, why we're with Rackspace, how we use them. Eric's going to go a little more deeper into that, but before we get into that, I'm going to just kind of give you a quick little background on Bold and what we do. We're a relatively new company. We're not in Silicon Valley, and we've never had venture capital or anything like that. We're all completely bootstrapped. We're from Canada, where it's a lot colder than we are right now. So it's nice to be down here. We literally less than 24 months ago, we were operating out of a basement. In fact, the top left basement there, which is Eric's first desk. And there's 4 owners of the company, and when we started, one by one, as soon as we could afford to pay ourselves, we quit our jobs, and Eric was the first one. And what's kind of cool about it is he had a baby just a couple months before, his first baby, and he quit his job to start building e-commerce apps, which is what we do. There was another basement in between here, but I didn't have a picture of it. But the bottom right picture is actually our third office, which is my basement. And that's where we had our first employee. And I still remember the day he started. He showed up half an hour early for work, and I was still in my pajamas. And he knocked on the door. So we operated out of there for, I guess, about 2 months. And then we realized, okay, this is going to be a company. So we started looking for buildings. We found an office just outside the city, 1,500 square feet, and the price was right, so we renovated it, moved in. We bought 8 desks, thinking we would plan for huge growth, because we were 5 people at that time. So we had 3 extra desks and just ready to take on the world of e-commerce apps. 8 desks and a foosball table, because every startup needs a foosball table. That was April of 2013. We were 5 people. By just literally a few months later, we were 14 people, and we were quickly outgrowing that space. It was 1,500 square feet, but there was a kitchen, there was a boardroom, there was a bathroom, and a closet. So we had 15 people working within a 600 square foot area. We started, we maxed out that place. We luckily found another office across the street that could hold 36 people. So we signed a 10-year lease for that, convinced this landlord to let us out of this lease early, spend $100,000 renovating that building from the ground up. It was just a big empty warehouse. And the day we moved in, we were 24 people and realized, oh, crap, we're going to outgrow this place right away, too. So we called back our old landlord literally 3 weeks after we signed this lease and said, can we have our old building back as well, because we need two offices. So we finished renovating this place. We leased back our old place, continued to grow. Today, we are 43 people. There's a bunch of us, there's some of us. I think there's about half a dozen people missing there. Thank you. So we've done a lot in 24 months, and we've won some awards. We're up in Winnipeg. This is we just got nominated for Startup of the Year. We won Entrepreneur of the Year and Young Business of the Year just in the last 6 months. And from the outside, everyone thinks that's great. You guys are doing awesome. And we always joke on the inside, or we don't joke, it's serious. but like what our company is built on, without Rackspace, there was a point where we literally, everything could have collapsed. It kind of did collapse, and actually Rackspace saved that, which Eric's going to talk about. But there's a lot that goes on behind this growth. And you guys know about this probably better than anyone, but when you're growing, your head just spins like crazy, and how do we onboard people? How do we put desks here? How do we get benefits packages? And this is all stuff you don't think about, and let alone the whole infrastructure of servers that your company is built on. So just real quickly, what we do is e-commerce apps. We do a lot of stuff, but that's the core of our company. We're Shopify's largest number one app developer. We have 17 apps in their app store, and I think we have about 6 more in development right now. On top of the success of the apps, we've launched a whole custom development department. So we do custom design and dev for large clients, everyone like Time Life, Cirque du Soleil, Subway, Microsoft, and for you hipsters, even 50 Cent, LMFAO, and the Chive uses all our apps as well too. So you wouldn't be able to go on the Chive without our apps. So that's it for me. That's kind of just a quick history of our company and what we do. And Eric's going to talk a little bit more about why we use Rackspace.
Okay, so just to talk on that, our apps are, generally speaking, they are JavaScript plugins for our customers' e-commerce stores. So it doesn't matter how many people are browsing our website. It matters how many people are browsing our customer's website. That's the load we're seeing. So if you're shopping on the Chive's website, you're pinging our server for every page load. Okay, so I'd like to go back to a time before we were with Rackspace. This is pretty much what I think our previous hosting partner operated like. So we were getting ready for our first Black Friday, and basically we said we had to call them, explain the situation, told them what we were expecting, and they said, don't worry, you have a huge server, it'll be fine, don't worry. So then, that's good for me. I don't have to do anything, they don't have to do anything. Sounds like a perfect solution for me. But Black Friday, I didn't even get my first Red Bull in, and we were down. So 11 p.m. Central Time on Thursday, before my first customer even gets to make an order, we had so much traffic that we were brought down. And our other partner, Yvan, he was on the phone with our hosting company trying to sort out, I don't know what we have to do, get us some extra servers, get us some load balancing, figure something out. And they refused. They said, we need manager approval for this to happen. And he doesn't come in until 10 a.m. tomorrow. So we couldn't do anything with them. Me on the other side, I was in the code. I was trying to figure out, is there something I can optimize in the code, increase caching, et cetera, trying to figure something out. By 4 a.m., we had a fix. This fix was soon to be realized as a lull in traffic. So that didn't really help. So at 8 a.m., we were down again. And just to explain the impact on our customers, we were being hit, and the requests were taking 30 seconds to time out. So when you were shopping on our customer's website, the page load would take 30 seconds before it would finally load their site. So if you're ever shopping online and a page takes 3 seconds to load, you're like, man, this is slow, but you keep shopping. When it takes 30 seconds for a page to load, you stop browsing that website and you go somewhere else. So our customers were losing customers, and we were losing customers by the second. At this point, we had 2 options. The first of which was try to figure this out on our own. The second one was to find a hosting partner that would actually go out of their way to help us figure this out. It was the hardest decision we've ever had to make. Basically, we had to pull the plug on our server in order for our customers to actually be able to load pages at a reasonable rate. And then all of our functionality was disabled, but at least they were able to make sales. So we didn't have too much time to make any reference checks or anything with hosting companies, but Jay had previously worked with Rackspace once before. He had good things to say. You guys can handle Fortune 500 companies, so you might be able to handle our traffic. So we made the call. We explained our situation and the urgency. You guys got it. You guys came up with awesome suggestions right away, like multiple web servers, load balancing, an optimized database server, and a lot of other things. So that was awesome. I was starting to research all these things, but you guys went a step further. You actually went and you implemented all of these things for me. That was a huge stress relief. But that wasn't the best part. The best part was the fact that you guys cared, you guys stayed on the phone with us, you guys monitored the servers, and when needed, you guys actually went and helped us scale up the environment. In contrast, I was actually still waiting for the manager at the previous hosting company to call me back. So our first 3 days with Rackspace, I filed at least 30 tickets. I was calling 4 times a day, but I always felt like you guys cared and you were always professional with me, and I appreciated that. I spent over 12 hours on the phone with Rackspace while moving our apps to the new environment. We were back up and running by the end of the day, but because of 24-hour propagation issues, we were only up and running the following day. Cyber Monday was a complete success, thanks to you guys. And just to put this into contrast, Cyber Monday, we actually saw double to triple the traffic that we had seen on Friday. So the servers hadn't even broke a sweat, and we were able to handle all that load. The weekend started off as a complete flop, but by the end of the weekend, we were happy with what we had done, and we were confident in sending an email to all of our customers telling them not to worry, we moved over to Rackspace, the Ferrari of hosting companies. We had this extremely reliable... We now had this extremely reliable hosting environment, and this could never happen again. So I was asked to talk about a few of the services we used. So we used the cloud hosting, the managed operations, cloud block storage. I can go on, but the service we actually use and value the most is the Rackers' knowledge and expertise. I meet with our account team and support team at least once a month. Michael, Jackie, Brandon, Miguel, wherever you are, hey. Together we work to tackle some challenges we're facing, prepare for events, and we always try to find some time for some gossip. Rackers have helped us by showing us services and concepts like New Relic, Cloudflare, Gluster, load balancing, scaling, and the list goes on. So before moving to Rackspace, I was the entire IT department, and that's not saying much. I'm a dev. When the servers go down, I Google it, and I hope someone found the solution, because that's my only hope. Since moving to Rackspace, our IT department has blown up. We're huge. We got 6,000 Rackers on our side. Now, I'd like to talk about Black Friday with Rackspace. So this year, there was lots of pressure. Everybody was watching us closely because of what had happened last year. So there's lots of skeptics, and we definitely needed to redeem ourselves to earn everybody's trust again. So the same deal, 3 months in advance, we talk to our account team, we say, hey, this is what's going on, and right away they say, you guys have the perfect 10x SLA case. So they told us about it, and that you guys would guarantee our success. So you guys had an infrastructure audit, you guys asked a million questions, and with all of that, you guys actually come up with a plan on how you guys can guarantee that we would not go down. For me, the SLA wasn't about the money. Rackspace cared about my event and the potential it had to our business. And you guys guaranteed that you would do everything in your success to make our event a success. Everything in your power to make our event a success. And we truly appreciated that. Needless to say, this year was a complete success due to your diligent planning and helping implement this rock-solid environment that we needed. It's hard to say for sure, but being down 2 Black Fridays in a row could have made our company fail. We could have been booted out of the Shopify App Store for being unreliable. We would have ruined our reputation, and we would have lost the trust of our users. This is our livelihood, and we really appreciate that you guys understood and treated it as though you guys were on the hook for our success. Thank you for welcoming us to your family, and we're proud to be honorary Rackers, and we're inspired to offer the same fanatical support to our customers.
During that time when we transferred to Rackspace, I do a lot of the marketing and stuff. I wasn't involved with it. We have in our office these phone rooms because we just have a big open concept area. So Eric would constantly be going into this phone room, and he'd be in there for an hour working on stuff, and I'd be at my desk, and I just remember so many times Eric coming out of the room going, I love Rackspace! Like, he would come out and he would just rave about Rackspace. And compared to what we had before, it was just headaches pulling out our hair. So that's a huge, huge testament to you guys. So just lastly, for us, what's in store for Bold? We have big plans for 2015, just like you guys. We're definitely going to probably double our size and our number of apps. We have now kind of the team to do it. We're expanding to some really exciting new projects. So Shopify is the main thing we do, but we have some pretty cool things in development right now. We're probably going to double in staff, rely even more on Rackspace, and never worry about our servers again. And we have a little saying we say at our office. I don't know if you guys ever say this here, but we say this. Because once you go rack, you never go back. So, thank you, guys.
So number one, congrats on your success. That is really a great story, and it's great to hear. I mean, I love the fact that Rackers take care of their business as if it was their own. That is really one of our secret ingredients, treating our customers as if their companies were our own. I don't know if you guys looked through that door back there, the backstage, into that area of the mall. Did y'all notice that back there? Mm-hmm. Okay, there's like 1 million square feet. So if you guys need more space, you can just move to San Antonio.
There you go.
How about that?
Yeah.
All right. So
warmer.
a few minutes for questions. Who has a question for the guys from Bold? Anybody? And I'll show you how to throw this cube at the same time. Come on, someone's got to have a question.
I think everyone's afraid to throw it.
Yeah, they probably are after that video. You should have heard the other things I said to Taylor that they muted out. It was like the one chance I got to talk like that to him.
There you go, back right.
I'll probably be on a PIP start next week. Oh, yeah. Oh, back? All right. Is this a challenge?
Don't mess up now.
Oh, yeah. Nice.
Yep.
So, where are you guys moving to for your next office? Because you're at 2 buildings now, and you're bursting at the seams. It sounds like this year Black Friday went great, so...
I wish we would have bought a mall like you guys did, because that's like the perfect growth thing. Yeah, we literally have room in our 2 buildings for 51 people, and we're 43. So we're going to start going to split shifts for our support staff. Some of the devs can maybe work at home. Yeah, like it was, we had no idea we would grow as fast as we did. We'll figure something out. We're trying to piss off our neighbors so they move out, and we can take their space. Yeah. I'm not joking.
Yeah. Whatever it takes, right?
Yeah, that's right.
More questions. Okay, I have a question for you guys. What are some things, I mean, I appreciate all the glowing comments about, you guys called us a lot, by the way, too, first couple of days.
Yeah.
We always answered the call, huh? Awesome. What are some things we could do to get better? I mean, what are some bumps in the road you might have with Rackspace? Areas for improvement.
You stumped
I kind of put them on the spot, by the way. This really wasn't planned. If the answer is none, that's satisfactory, but there's probably something.
It seems once we get to talk to their team that we can work out any kind of issue, right?
Okay, so issues happen, but the great communication with the team, we work through those issues.
Yeah, exactly. We can kind of take anything that comes at us.
Perfect. Okay. Anything else?
I've never heard a complaint from these 2.
I've never said a complaint about Rackspace.
So,
Man crush, I love it. Who else has a question? We got a question right here. Tamara. Oh, you have a question?
Yeah.
Oh, we'll fire it, and then you can send it up here.
Oh, and then I have to throw it. Okay. Along the same lines, what product or service would y'all love to see on our roadmap for 2015? Is there anything we don't have that you'd love to see us offer?
Maybe.
storage, something.
Good question. Stumped them.
I know that we're looking at maybe using some of the cloud file stuff, and I know you guys have a lot of offerings that we don't use yet. So we're kind of hoping to get a lot more into it and explore more of what you have. But a lot of what we need, I think you guys have already got covered. So it's hard to say what we want when we don't really know everything that's available.
Thanks.
All right, let's see it. Remember step 1. Okay, remember step 2, grab the strap. It's real simple, 3 steps.
Right.
Visualize.
Totally missed the 3rd step, which is throw underhand. I know you're in the legal department, but come on, follow this. I'm kidding, it's not the legal department, it's just legal. I don't know what a department is. All right, Tamara.
So if Rackspace doesn't keep you up at night, what does?
Sorry,
If Rackspace doesn't keep you up at night, what does?
Yeah.
well, our kids for the most part. I guess it's always just like, what's our next hurdle? What are we planning? What are we building next? It's really a go, go, go mentality at the office. So it's always like planning the next thing and how we're going to overcome the next app hurdles.
We have so many ideas that we want to do, and for me, it's what do we do first? Like, what do we? I don't know. Like, for the first time, where we have this infrastructure we can build on. We have the team, and we can actually just do what we want to do. And it's just what do we do first, and what's the smartest thing for our business, which is a good thing to keep you up at night, I guess.
Time for one more question. Man, you guys follow instructions like terribly. It's underhand.
But what's your secret sauce? Why go bold?
Good question. That's our slogan. Go bold. Well, when we started the company, day one we said if we're going to build a company, we're going to build a place where we want to go to work every day, and because we never said we want to build a company that will be millionaires, although that would be great if we were, but that wasn't our goal. We said we want to build a place where we wake up in the morning and we're excited to go to work to. So everything we do, like from all our arcade games and our beer kegs and our video games everywhere, and we have helicopter landing pads in the office. I mean, you guys are like this too, but we get way more productivity out of staff and creativity, and when people don't want to go home and they just enjoy being there, and they come there an hour or two before they have to be there, and they stay later than they have to. So, and I love going there.
Yeah. Another key thing is Winnipeg is pretty boring. So we're like the big company in Winnipeg, and we're like the cool place and the hip place. And now a lot of our developers are trying to get in with us, and a lot of the best developers in the city are trying to move in with us because we're the hip company around. So that's really helped us a lot.
Awesome. Well, stay hip. How about a hand for the guys from Bold Apps? Thank you. Thank you guys for making the trip down from Winnipeg. Enjoy the weather.
Thank you.
Hope you get to spend some time with your account team.
Thank you so much.
Awesome. Thank you.
Thanks for having us, guys.
All right. Now, our next guest. Well, first, before I start that, are there any Fighting Irish fans in the audience? Any alumni? We have one. Oh, there's a few more.